Hey everybody, thank you for joining us again. We have another bridge video, another fun hand with our teacher, Marla Lawson. Hey Marla.
Hi, how are you?
So you told me, I haven't seen this hand. I'm sitting in the hot seat with all the viewers. This is a hand from a recent lesson. What can you tell us?
This is a hand that I played with my partner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it just turned, it was very exciting, as you'll see.
All right. Wow. Very, all right. It sounds mysterious. Let's see what we have.
All right. So here we are. And get all set up here. Okay. So we've got 13 high card points, 5, 4, 3, 1. And, you know, our opponent opens one spade. Well, we have every suit except spade, so we could make a takeout double, but I'm really liking the hearts. So I bid 2 hearts.
Okay.
And then let's blast to 6 spades.
I guess. Wow. I guess partner also likes. Oh wait. Oh no. Sorry. West.
The opponent. So
my
partner was silent. He's just like, all right, I am not saying anything now. But so here we are. So they're playing 6 spades. They're in this slam, right?
And they know we have a good heart suit. That's all they know.
And I'm on opening lead.
Okay.
So this was the fun part. So I'm thinking,
scared. How are you going to bring him down? Our king becomes basically useless.
Right.
Because it's singleton.
Well, I was thinking to myself, they blasted to 6 spades knowing that I have the ace of hearts.
Yeah.
But they don't know I have the ace of clubs.
Right.
So let's start with that.
Huh.
And see what's in the dummy. And look at this. See, sure enough, the dummy is void in hearts. So if I try to play my ace of hearts, it's going to get roughed.
Yeah. So that's how West was so confident, just going straight to slam, knowing, Marla has a bunch of hearts, but they mean nothing to me.
Right. And I'm just looking at this. I'm like, all right, my king of spades is probably worthless. I'm not going to win a trick with the ace of hearts because it's going to get roughed.
Right.
And I'm looking at the diamonds in the dummy, and I'm like, playing a trick to a diamond doesn't look overly profitable.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking, if you can see there at the bottom, my partner played the 8 of clubs, which is a relatively high spot card.
Huh.
So that's kind of encouraging. Now, actually, so the robot didn't do this, but when it was played at the table, Declarer East played the queen of clubs. So here they played the 9, but they played the queen at the table. And my partner's sitting there going, they're probably voiding clubs or something. And I just thought to myself,
it's a nice move by East.
Yeah, it was, right? But then I thought to myself, I think the only chance we have of setting this is if my partner has the king of clubs. And like maybe East played the queen because they also have the king and they're equivalent. But if East has the king of clubs, then there's no hope anyway. So I played another club. And sure enough, partner has the king.
Huh.
So the rest of the hand now is like
easy peasy. Yeah.
But this is the cool part. I thought, okay, well, this is like, maybe sort of obvious. But when I looked at that, we got a top score on this board.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the results, nobody else found that lead.
So what would have happened if you had played the ace of hearts thinking, all right, I want to hold on to the ace of clubs as a surprise. I don't want to reveal my secret weapon.
Well, look at this. Now you can see all the hands. Any other lead other than ace of clubs and a club, and they make the contract easily. They make 6,
Mm.
and some people made 7. Because look, East has got like a ton of spades, and West has a ton of spades. The only one they're missing is my king.
Uh-huh.
So they're gonna fell that immediately. They've got the ace of diamonds and the king of diamonds, so they can pitch a loser on the king of diamonds over there.
Right.
They're just gonna lose like 2 clubs. So they'll pitch one of their clubs on the king of diamonds and then just go about like cross roughing.
Uh-huh. Wow. Huh. Marla, that's awesome. And it's an awesome choice of a lead. I wish I would have been smart enough to do that, and especially to recognize, listen, we have to go for that second club trick, even if East plays that sneaky queen.
Right. Yeah, because you just figure that's your only shot. And like, if East had the king and queen of clubs, then well, they're making it. But I just thought this was so cool.
It reminds me of the last hand we did together. The clue that you got from the auction, in this case, West's confidence to just go straight to slam.
Right.
West must know that he had no concern about your ace of hearts.
Right.
So if the ace of hearts isn't going to work, I have to hit him with my other weapon.
I figured I'll start with the ace of clubs. Normally you think, oh, don't lead the ace without the king. But if the opponents are in a slam, things change. And I thought, let's just play the ace of clubs and see what's in the dummy when the dummy comes down. If the dummy had 1 heart, then okay, next I'd probably cash my ace of hearts. But dummy was void in hearts.
Could you summarize for us just a tip for when we are defending against slams? In choosing an opening lead, sometimes if we have what we think might be winners, it's hard before dummy comes down. We can't tell if anything's a sure winner, as this hand reveals. But do we want to? What are the things to keep in mind when we're defending it, when we're choosing an opening lead against slams?
Well, that's a complicated question. My friend Adam just wrote a great book about defense, and he talks a lot about that. But yeah, like often you would cash your ace thinking, okay, well, I got to get my trick before it goes away, but not always. Because maybe, okay, well, I can cash my ace, but then if they've got the king, I just set their king up.
Right.
So a lot of it just depends on what specifically you have in your hand, what was in the auction. I always listen to the auction and try to think, okay, so what is everybody telling me about what's in their hand based on what they're bidding?
Right. Right.
And I think that's sort of the biggest tip I can think of is like think about what information you have based on the auction.
Right.
And well, is this ace likely to cash?
Yeah.
And especially if you have bid a suit, and especially if your partner has supported your suit, so like that you have together a lot of hearts, okay, then they probably don't have very many hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So
so often the opening, especially defending against slam, the opening lead will decide everything. Yeah. And it's such a important reminder, like to really, really take a moment to look at all the clues, think about it. Don't just go with, the first instinct for, this is my sure winner, or this is, I'm just going to get this out there. I'm just going to win with this ace of hearts.
Because what you think is a sure winner, your ace may not be cashing. You have to just listen to the.
It's so neat, Marla. I just love the info that you got by West launching straight to slam. I think often when people rush to game or rush to slam, it feels like they're trying to conceal information.
But here they can give the show away. Because if they had just gone more slowly, then maybe I wouldn't have, I would have tried to cash my ace. Like any any other lead and they can make their contract.
Mm.
So.
Oh man, I love it. Okay, well, thank you, Marla. Thank you for sharing that hand with us.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us, for watching this video. Keep learning with Marla.
I shared this example with Adam, and I believe he put it in the book. So I feel famous now.
Awesome.